Welcome back to another video. Before we get started, I'm going to have to tell you about a warning. During this video, I'm actually using the wrong respirator, and it's actually a serious mistake on my part because the 3M pink filters for the respirators do not stop isocyanates from entering your body. So please do not use a Bodyman respirator whenever spraying any paint or primer or anything like that. It's only used for dust. Now that we got that out of the way, last video we ended with block sanding the polyester primer. Now we went ahead and cleaned this, and we're going to go ahead and urethane primer the entire quarter panel and rocker. And that's going to act as a barrier and the sealer, because we're just going to sand this with a higher grit and prep it out for base coat. We're going to use 800 grit. So I'm actually going to be using a couple different products. One product being 3M's urethane seam sealer that you have to use. It's like a traditional style caulking gun with. The next product is going to be 3M's Easy Sand multi-purpose repair material, which it says that it can actually be used as a seam sealer over a 2K primer, which 2K just means 2-part, so you have a primer and a hardener. So this will be perfect for the seam sealer bead that's along the deck lid line and by the taillights. So we're going to be using an interface pad with our 800 grit. Now, everything's been blocked out, so everything is straight with the polyester primer, so we don't necessarily need to block the urethane. Like I said, it's basically sealer, but we're just going to sand it. I get all of my products off of Amazon, some from Eastwood, mostly from Amazon. So just go through and make sure, you know, if you have to use a guide coat, please use a guide coat to get rid of any of the texture. So because everything needs to be perfectly smooth, because we're putting base coat directly over this. So after you 800 everything, just go through with a gray Scotch Brite pad and sand all your edges and get any spots that you couldn't get with the DA. This is actually going to be the first car that I paint in this booth. It's still a work in progress. I had to remove my other spray area when we did the floor for the barn. But you don't necessarily have to have like a body shop style paint booth. You can, you know, as long as you got 4 walls and some way to get rid of the overspray, you can get some pretty clean jobs. Here we're just going through and you know, back taping mostly everything, so we protect, you know, the windshield and the other panels from any overspray. I plan to do a lot more in-depth training videos or technique videos, really. In case anybody's wondering how to do any of this as far as body work and paint work and stuff. So that's why I'm really not explaining everything that I'm doing right now, because in the future I plan to do, like I said, technique videos. I want to go ahead and thank you guys for joining me for another video. I know it was a fairly quick one, and there really wasn't a whole lot of training or explanation being done, but I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.